Hello, welcome back to the channel. Let's see who the next reading will be for. Scorpio, welcome back. I believe I've already done a reading for you. This could be an extended Scorpio energies. Success assured with good plans and hard work. We have situations in the balance that require careful handling. We do have a lot of intense aspects right now, so that makes sense. Kind of calming down. Great personal sorrow. Interesting. Anything else for Scorpio? I could be talking to the masculines. This could be for the men. Could be getting advice from a friend or talking to a friend. There could be something about an older woman here as well. And a secret admirer here could be part of what needs to be carefully handled. Someone could have been very arrogant or boastful. This could be a person that you should not cross, or somebody might have been acting this way. There's happiness in the future position, though. Nothing else. Beware of self-delusion. Someone might have been behaving stupidly. Interesting. Or there's a need to not be stupid or something. Let's get you actions. Scorpio's advice. Clarity, going slow. Establishing more stability. Stepping into your confidence. You could be dealing with a feminine fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And there could be something that you're ending with time. There could be a big change. There could be a lot of endings happening right now. Okay, Scorpios. Actually, we'll do a flower card, I think. Messages for Scorpio energy. Scorpios. We have Fern and Rowan. Interesting. Something mysterious here. Maybe you don't see the future clearly right now. Parsley. Scorpio energies, messages for Scorpio people and placements, advice. There is always enough with the koi fish spirit, and reclaim your power. Be playful here, and nothing is wasted. So maybe taking a more at ease approach to something could suit you. Let's see if we have any maybe Kali messages for Scorpio energies. Interesting. The dichotomy of the Dharma of Kali. There's Sri Bala on the bottom, or on the top, actually. And we have Smashana. I think Taurus had that. You could be dealing with a Taurus or Taurus placements. Let's see, 37. For every action is infused with loving purpose. Every challenge and every opportunity in your life exists by divine design or spiritual intelligence within your heart. When you trust your integrity and proceed according to your soul's values, you are trusting and empowering her to be a cause in your life. Everything that happens is a part of how your prayers are being answered or new orders to be established, and you are being led to it. To honor the Dharma means to live according to genuine spiritual principles. What those principles are depends on your inner values. To live according to your values means living with integrity of being, conducting yourself according to an inner spiritual code. We do have Venus in Taurus right now, which rules that value system, savings, money, food. If you are not quite ready to take such responsibility or don't have the confidence to trust in your own values, work with an external moral code and attempt to align with that. Morality is like training wheels for the soul, imposing concepts of right and wrong. It's a top-down approach, mind first, and attempting to mold behavior accordingly. Spiritual integrity is a different approach. It does not ask what others think about a matter or how we will be judged for acting in a certain way. Rather, it inquires as to what resonates to the most spiritually aligned course of action. It considers how we can speak and act in such a way that those inner values are respected. Adherence to external moral codes is useful in the earlier stages of development, but when a soul is ready to grow, being overly guided by morality can undermine spiritual progress. Morality can lead the soul to a state of psychological infancy, responding to externally imposed measures of conduct and aiming to avoid repercussions when transgression is discovered by another. It may suffer with guilt and shame when a moral code has been violated, intentionally or not. In such a mindset, we hand over power to the collective that establishes the code, whether it's religious, socioeconomic, family, or political group, or the collective more generally. In following that code, we adopt something of a childlike attitude to punishment or reward, hence the shock when bad things happen to good people. Those with courage to grow into following an inner, I almost want to say fulfilling an inner code, to take greater responsibility for their lives and actions. From greater responsibility arises greater freedom, and moving away from the crowd, such souls forge their own path. This does not mean we act in ways despicable to others. Certainly there are people who deny the power of moral code, but also lack inner connection to a spiritual presence, and so move with the absence of integrity altogether. Such people create much pain for themselves and others as they assume a level of personal power without the spiritual maturity to ensure that power is expressed benevolently. Revolutionary process for strengthening our connection to Dharma, our spiritual law, transforms our relationship with ourselves, each other, and the world. As we grow spiritually and mature at a psychological level, we naturally begin to cultivate our inner values, eschewing those that have been taught that no longer resonate. We learn the often painful lessons of what happens when we abandon our values to pursue of which society says is more important: control, profit, or personal gain at any cost, social status through positions of power. For example, we increasingly align ourselves with our values and adhere to them more courageously, evolving them according to the inner resonance rather than the outer effect. We realize that self-respect is more important than trying to control and manipulate outer events or other people. We are moved from an inner place rather than motivated by external rewards. As a consequence, it is spiritually safe for us to receive an abundance of material blessings because we know they will not try to sell our soul to obtain them. In the Dharma of Kali brings a message that your most abundant successes manifest when you align with integrity. You do not need to put faith in pathways or projects that do not resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing or values. Seeking the ways of the world to bring what you need is only going to limit your spiritual progress and undermine the most abundant manifestation of your purpose. If you intuitively know that you need to engage with more traditional worldly means of progress, you can do so with your spiritual integrity intact and guiding you. So you stay true to yourself in the process. As you are guided from within, you shall make the best progress. This could be a new beginning in saving self-value, balance as well. The power of the number 3. You kind of see the duality there. Very interesting. Alrighty then. Let's see. Let's get you a Moonology card. We have a new moon in Cancer coming up in the future. We're kind of in a waning moon phase right now. You could be coming out of some kind of relationship. Maybe this is something where nothing is wasted here. And it says, don't let pride get in your way. So there could have been something about being arrogant or somebody who was arrogant. There was some kind of self-delusion here. This could have taken, maybe there's a need to like balance something out, come into confidence, come into things like that. Let's get you some of these. Scorpio's messages, please. Scorpio messages. Yeah, there's something about like fixing something and getting out of some kind of imprisonment, slavery mindset, restricting thyself. Yeah, there's something about your beliefs regarding money that could be a need for focus on. There's 3 Bala here in your future position. Divine child with wisdom beyond her years, the old soul with deep knowing dwells in our hearts. She urges you to commit to your most passionate inspirations completely without hesitation. There is genius and wisdom in what you yearn to do. You have the greater capacity to attain fruition than those around you recognize. Believe in yourself even if no one else does. It's not imagination that drives you towards destiny, but an instinctive recognition of your true purpose. Validation from others comes later. Your path is authentic and you are destined to succeed. Interesting. To allow for Sri Bala to arise within is to allow for protective spirit that sees truthfully and acts with purity and fearless commitment to the path. Even if our mother worries about our life choices at first, the Divine Mother empowers her, and so too empowers us to manifest our destinies with her help. Trust in your destiny. You are more than capable for the task for which your heart yearns. I have a newer deck we'll use for some extra messages. Scorpio messages for Scorpios watching this reading. Follow the spark. Very interesting. Anything else for Scorpios? Open the doorway, open the gateway, undress. This could be about getting more vulnerable, authentic, real, honest. Something about embracing yourself. Maybe looking to podcasts or somebody you can talk to could be important. Make a wishes here as well. We have inner strength on the top. We have all eyes on you on the reverse on the bottom. Interesting. Let's see. Maybe there's something about laying low for a little bit. 29. This card means it's a season for winning your luck personified right now. You are in the right place at the right time. Your manifestations seem to appear at the snap of your fingers. There's an indication you're in alignment with worthy places, people, and opportunities. So maybe this is just to help you and guide you on the things that, if you're in the right path and things come effortlessly kind of vibe. Because the koi fish spirit is here, there is always enough. So 36. The koi fish who grows big within a small pond reminds us that within each of us is potential for prosperity. The law of abundance ensures that prosperity is our natural state. So regardless of temporary outer conditions, you can call in prosperity, magnetically attract opportunities and abundance you need. The message of koi fish is to begin to generate wealth within with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate the abundance wherever you see it. Interesting. To generate wealth within with deliberate intention, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. Outer conditions come to reflect the inner prosperity, and begin to become the self who is comfortable with wealth in all forms. Even if at the moment it feels as if riches are not yours, they soon will be. Start to envision the plenty that Spirit wants you to experience, knowing that the moment to begin to commit to your conscious and deliberate co-creating, Spirit will joyfully start bringing to you what you need. You have so much to offer and so much to value to express to the world in your little pond. So interesting how there's so much work on value and self-values. I think Uranus is still in Taurus, I believe, as well, but definitely Venus is, which is our relationship with what Taurus rules, self-value. In your little pond, there is much you can create and attract, and Venus rules the attraction. You know, it doesn't chase, it attracts. Do not underestimate what you have and who you are. The koi fish wants you to know that you are exquisite, loved, and deeply cherished. Trust the outer conditions are starting to change to reflect that truth. Power of the number 3. Let's see, any last messages from Scorpio's guides? You could have been holding yourself back in some way. Like maybe you weren't ready for something yet, which I understand. Sometimes we just aren't ready for things. Let's see. Try to push a false narrative, false horrible narrative onto your life. So projections, be careful of allowing someone to force you. Age 30s, this could be somebody in their 30s trying to eat you, cat mouse. We have everything you think, say, or does become into reality. We have thought you were unprotected. Willpower can be learned by anyone. And we have tried to create drama and chaos, immature/vengeful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.